Alright guys, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see if we can get some audio here and see if we're live streaming here. Yeah, it looks like we are. Alright guys, hope you're having a good day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're beaming into. We're going into YouTube. Also, if you can just leave a like, a comment, anything. This will help this push this live stream, and then this will get more people, and then this will get more views, and then this will get more engagement, and then this will get more. The algorithm will push this, and then we can get more people involved in Buddy Token, which is our community token. We're trying to do it the right way. Okay, we're not trying to do it like the rest of these rug pulls and scams that don't even last for a day. This is the 99% of the filth that we're seeing here on Pump.fun. We're trying to do it organically and do it the right way, build a community, okay? So this is it here. This is our token here. So just by liking, or just by simply leaving a comment or liking, this goes a long way. Trust me, guys, okay? This is, we're getting buys. We're getting people buying this, you know, and it's taken a while, but it's building organically, okay? So you wouldn't, just doing a small thing like this goes a long way, okay? So I really appreciate it. Oh, jeez. Let me just get a drink of water. Oh, excuse me. That's better. Let's get into it. Bitcoin 67, ETH 34, Solana's 178. Still pretty high, you know. It's gone up quite a bit, which is good. And Ton dropped under $7 for the first time in a while. So, and then we got the movers and shakers. Don't forget as well, guys. Hamster Combat's dropping pretty soon. They said that I think at the end of this month. So that's going to be massive. Notcoin was the first one, but it wasn't. They dropped 70% of the supply. Notcoin's only dropping 1%. Hamsters aren't dropping 1% of the supply. Well, they are having multiple airdrops. I think they're having 2 airdrops. They got this new game, this mini game where you can win keys. We might do a thing on that later. So yeah, there's over 250,000 users already. So excuse me, 250 million users. As soon as I launch this live stream, I get something in my throat. So look at Billy. Billy did hit 200k, 200 mil market, which is good. Pull back a bit, so you know, obviously, good time to get into it. Whenever these things pull back, I buy into it because I know they're going to go back up. So the ones that I'm just basically getting into, you know, I trade these are Billy. The next one that I do that is Michi. Okay, that one's down as well. That would get to 180 before, and Retardo that got to 130, 126 million. Now it's up 100. So all these are down. You would expect that to be down because they pumped. So this is a good time to buy into them now because they're going to pump again. So these are just ones that I like. I've spoken about before, and you can sleep on them. Basically, you can buy into them and don't have to sleep with one eye open. Because you know they'll come back, right? So Retardio, Michi, and Billy are the ones that I buy in low, and then I sell the high, and then I try to get at the top, sell it. When it pulls back down, I buy into it again. Okay, so in this, what I want to talk about is a scam that I saw last night. Okay, let's just go to the. I'll tell you how these guys are doing it, okay? Switchpad online. I think it's AutoDraw was the one I used before. Yeah, it was. Let's have a look at. Start over. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to start over. Okay. Perfect. It's really hard to get a really good program. You'd be surprised. Okay, so this is how these scams are working, okay? what they'll do is they'll get the dev. Let's just say the dev. Oh, that's a really bad. Okay, let's not focus on the thing. This is the dev, right? What he'll do is he'll come and buy most of the supply up initially. Now they'll try to do it on pumped up fund through multiple wallets, or if they just launch it directly on DEX, they can use like a script. All right. So that they can have up to hundreds of wallets just using a script, and what it does is it buys, when they create the actual liquidity pool on Radium, it'll automatically either in the same block or the second block, the block after, create fund half, if not tens or hundreds of wallets instantly. Okay, so then what they do is they basically snatch the supply up immediately, right? And why would they do that? It's because by controlling the supply and hiding it, then they can basically control the token, right? And they can slow rug it. And then what will happen is they'll launch the project here on like Radium, and then it'll go to Radium, right? Which is like DEX, right? And then once that launches, it'll just start to basically go up. Kind of like, whatever like this, right? And in the meantime, what they're doing is the whole time what they're doing is they're offloading their bags. Okay, so they'll start offloading these bags, and you'll see. You wonder why the token doesn't totally go up. Now, what also they'll do is they'll get they'll do this to trick these newbies. What they do is they'll have these holders. So they'll have holders. Right? You can check all this information online on chain holders, and they'll jack up the holders. They'll make it like there's a lot of people holding it when it's really just there's not many people holding it all. It's only like probably less than 100. But what they'll do is they'll make it into the thousands, and what they'll also have a script for that, where they'll have thousands of wallets already created, and then they'll put a little bit of the supply that they've bought. They snatch the supply initially, and then they'll put all these. They'll put like 0.001% of the supply into each of these wallets, and there'll be thousands of these wallets. There'll be thousands. And then to top it all off, what they'll do is they'll do this. They need this scam to go up. They need the price to go up so then they can exit, right? So basically, as the price goes up and more people come in, more actual legit traders come in here, legit traders. They come in with their liquidity, when they buy in, these guys can exit. Okay, they need this chart to go up. So how they do it is a couple of ways. They do it a couple of ways. So basically, if the chart goes up, it's going to attract new buyers. So there's a couple of ways they do it. Is they the most common way is they use a volume bot. And a volume bot, all a volume bot is just something like a bot that buys and sells repeatedly. Okay, you've probably seen them, in many. This is like a legit practice, but these guys are using it to, basically against you. Okay, they have a volume bot, and then they also have in the TG they'll have a hype man or a caller. Caller. Some people have used another word called hype man, and what he just lies through his ass. Sometimes these callers are in on it. Sometimes they're not in on it. Sometimes they just get paid to just shill the project, and they don't know that they're shilling a scam. But sometimes they actually do know because it's part of the team. And what the dev's doing, what normally happens is the dev doesn't is just watching everything, right? He's watching the wallets, he's watching the price, obviously the chart, he's watching how many new buyers are coming in, and then he's selling these wallets. So he hasn't got time to be in the Telegram. I mean, he's in the Telegram, but he hasn't got time to be talking, because it's, if he's talking, it's hard to do two things at once. So what he does is he pays a caller, and the caller's like a hype man. He gets people hyped up. And he might even have these other people that come in that they pay. Like, these guys are just friends of the callers. He'll say, okay, look, get your mates to come in and talk about the project and how awesome it is, and just basically lie. Or they could be legit, right? They mightn't even know about what's happening and say how good the project is and blah, 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 right? So it creates this hype. And then people are like, "Oh my God, this is awesome! Blah blah blah." They'll say, they'll use rhetoric like, you gotta buy it now because this is going to whatever millions, and you're gonna regret it, blah blah blah. And but the whole thing is that their intention is not to build this long term. All they're doing is milking it. They have no intentions of this to be a long term project. So the caller might be in, or he might not know about it, okay? But generally speaking, he has a job, and once he has negativity, even when people come in and actually legit come in and say, why is this most of the supply bought up in the beginning? He'll have things that either the dev has told him, or he might be in on it, or he might not be in on it, right? It just depends. But he'll have he'll have all these points that Dev has told him to talk about. When people talk about the supply, or they talk about the team, or they talk about airdrops or whatever, he'll have all this stuff already, noted down to know, right? Because that's his job. And this is how the scam works. It's just there to perpetuate as long as it can. Looks legit. Newbies don't know how to read contracts and don't know how to look at Soul Scan. So how do you know? It's pretty easy. Let's just go look at an example I saw last night. Now, in my opinion, this is a scam, all right? But it doesn't look like a scam, all right? When you look at it, you think, oh, this is legit, right? The chart looks pretty good. It's not going up. And the reason why it's not going up is because they're selling. But if we go and have a look at the website, you go look at, oh, wow, look at the website. It's awesome. You know what I mean? This will trick newbies. They spend a lot. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is a very good website. Whoever made the website, they spent a lot of money on the website. Probably $5,000 to make this website. Or less. It just depends on, Now, I didn't have a look at, I'll be fair, I didn't have a look at the tokenomics, the NFTs. Apparently they had NFTs and stuff, and they were going to launch on Pink Sale and all that, but they didn't. They just launched directly on a private group on Radium, apparently. That's what they said. So, I'm just going based off what I've seen now, and it screams red flags. So the website, just look at the website. Yes, looks pretty good. It'll take a long time to make this website, but they did spend some money on it. But if you look at this, you look at the holders, this thing's only 11 hours old. But if you go and have a look at the contract, it's tell you it's not 11 hours old, it's less, because they would have paid for Dext earlier, but it's say 10 hours old, all right? And the holders is 19,000 holders. Now we go and have a look at Billy. Billy is 200 million it would hit 200 million market cap. It's pulled back now. It's got 23,000. How you can tell is just go look at the holders, right? It's got 23. The holders, it tells you it's got 23,000, and this reached all-time high of 200 million market cap, right? And this is Billy's like over a month old. I think it's well over a month. I'm pretty sure it's over a month old. But it's been around for a while, okay? You look at this thing's only 11 hours old, and it's already got 19,000. It's almost got as much as Billy in only 11 hours. How is that possible? So they they airdropped a bunch of tokens to people. That's the way they do it sometimes. So that's how the holder count can be high. That's kind of like a legit way of doing it. I mean, Gummy did it. But to me, it doesn't add up because they had 16,000 of these when I first saw the project last night. They had. I went on the Telegram and then I was asking them questions and then they were just. But the caller was an idiot because he obviously assumed that when people ask questions they're dumb, and that's incorrect because I have more experience than him. I've been in the game longer than him, but I didn't tell him that. So I just asked him legit questions, and his answers were like, "Oh, what?" I asked him, "How come 60% of supply or more is by insiders?" And basically, he just told me it was a pre-sale, and blah. He couldn't answer my question. So another way to tell is you can use this bit of software here. I just started looking. I don't think the interface is as good, but it's called GMGN. I'll put the link below. But it's definitely faster than Dex Tools. Okay, this is faster than Dex Tools. In other words, it's about 10 seconds faster. So you'll see your trades faster on this than Dex Tools. So that gives you an advantage. Although I'm still getting used to the interface. But if you go and have a look at here, you can look at holders. It says here, insiders holding 56% of the total supply. And it gives you tons of other information here that you can look at. The activity, let's see, fresh, insiders, there's 24. Looks like this is the dev. See, there's 24 wallets. This is basically the dev wallet, I assume. See, they think they can get away with it, but you know, this thing tracks everything. So basically, this is the dev here. Although he split it up all the multiple wallets, trying to hide it. 4%, 4 and 4, 8%. Plus another 4 is 12%. Plus another 4, give or take, is 16%. 20%, let's just say 19% because they're a little bit less. 19%, 23%, 23 and 4 is 27%, 30%, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, basically 56% of this supply is owned by one person. So that tells you that it's not going to end well. What they're doing is they're just slow rugging. So what they do is they wait for orders to come in, and then they'll bleed off, you know, a little bit from multiple wallets. You know, these wallets they have here, they'll bleed them off like slowly. So then it doesn't look like it actually, looking at this, and if you've seen it for the first time, you would not know this is a slow rug. You would not know. You would think, oh, it's a legit project. But legit projects at 1.2 million after like 11 hours do not look like this. They'll look like this. This is what they'll look like. They'll pump here at the beginning. They'll probably pump, and then they'll probably do a dump, and they'll come back, and then they'll go like this. But they'll go up. They don't. But then after a while, they could go sideways. That just means they're just running out of. People are trading it. But this thing is going sideways all the time. So that tells you that someone is selling. The only way that something goes sideways is when something buys. Like you see these bots, buy bots. When someone buys, they sell. When someone buys, they sell. When they buys, they sell. And then this repeats, and it basically it's like a sideways thing, right? That's why it goes sideways, because someone is buying and then someone's countering and then selling on that buy. So they're just buying the exit. They're exiting on the new buys that are coming in. They're slow rugging it, in other words, right? And that's why this chart is not going up. It's going sideways. It's just up and down. It's not even. There's no even trend. There's no trend line, right? Usually the trend line's like, even if it's like really slow, the trend line, it's like, even if it's like this or like this, the trend line should be like this. There's no trend line. That tells you, and if you just zoom out, see, there's no trend line. There should be at least a trend line, something that, even if it's, pumped in the beginning, it should at least, it should at least go like this. I can't do it. Okay, see, look, there's no trend line or nothing. So, they're slow rugging you, and you just saw then, right? The GMGN software tells you there's multiple softwares out there that look, when someone owns nearly 60% of the supply, it's not going to end well. All right, it's not going to end well. And when you ask questions, when you talk to them, and they say, "Oh, just we're using that, we bought up some of the supply to then hold," and that can work well if they're transparent, because then they are the biggest bag holder and they'll hold, but they're not. They're not holding. They're selling. Yeah. So they will continue to sell off as new people come in, which is going to be a shame, because people are just going to get rugged on this. They're just going to get rugged. So, you just have to be super careful when you get into these things, because some of these things look legit. They look legit. What is the biggest red flags of this in the beginning was the buys in the beginning. The big, and it's obvious, like, look at it. The insider wallet, 60% of the supply is owned by basically one person. That's enough to say this is a scam. It's a slow rug. So don't believe when you get into these TGs, and there's like I said, this you'll have this thing right here, right? You'll have this caller, and you ask him questions. His job is to hype it up and to squash dissent, to squash anything negative. He'll just immediately mute you when you ask legit questions. This is what this caller does. So don't fall for it, guys. All right, don't fall for it. Just look at the on-chain stuff and then go by that, because these people will say anything to basically fool you guys, pull the wool over your eyes when they're slow rugging you. They'll say anything. They don't care, and they'll try to convince you, if you're not savvy and if you're not versed up on on this crypto stuff. You'll think, oh no, because these newbies, they come in, he sounds like a good guy, blah blah blah, he's telling me this and that, and the only reason why you trust these people, you don't know them, so why would you trust them? You never met them, so why would you trust them? Okay, there's so many sharks in this space that you can't trust. Unfortunately, you can't trust anyone. Okay, that's just the human nature, unfortunately. But this is just how it is with crypto. These people are out there to get your money. 99% of these people, 99% of these projects are rug pulls off the bat. So that tells you that people are just creating these projects just to dump. I mean, just go and have a look at the projects that are on that are launching literally every second. They're all just out there to dump, to make their money and to get out. And it's the legit ones is it's a shame, because the legit ones are getting they're out there still, but they're all getting kind of swallowed up by all these scams. You know what I mean? So you've just got to watch these, and you'll just see how much like if you click on these ones here that have graduated, you can tell straight away which ones have dumped, because literally all of them, 99% of them will dump. So it's really, it's not disheartening. It's just a shame that this is how it works in the crypto space. People are just out there to get your money, and they're not there to build something long-term legit. They're just not interested. They just want to make the quick money and get out. they create the token, they can make the money, and then they get out and then they'll leave you. They don't care. We're trying to do things different here. We want to build something long term because we know where the big money is building something long term, and that's why we're building Buddy Token. Okay, so we're at 45%. That's all right. 46%. So everyone that's bought so far and held, you guys are the OGs. And I've spoken about this before. This ROI sheet that I've already made, it basically spells it out on how much you can earn if you buy and hold. Basically, at the time, this has gone down now because the bonding curve has gone up, but you get less tokens. But one sol at this point in time would have got you 1.16 million tokens, and at 1 million market cap, that'll be worth $16,800 or 100x return. And then at let's say 10 million market cap, that one sol, the DEX price will be 0.005, and the tokens will be valued 84,000, and that's a 500x. So you can see that as the market cap goes up, it just gets so stupidly insane. But 99% of the projects do not even get to 1 million. They dump. Why? Because they're rug pulls. Honestly, they don't even make it through the first day. We're trying to build something long term. Here, at 100 million, your one sol bag, each token be worth 10 cents or 1.6 million. Yeah, 1.68 million or 10,255x. Then I've just recently added at 500 million. Now that's obviously very big, but it just goes to show you what's possible. One sol at 500 million market cap, your tokens be worth 50 cents each, or your bag would be worth 8.4 million or 51,000x. And at 1 billion, this is the golden, it's like 1 billion, it's like massive. Yeah, if you get to 1 billion, you're probably one in 1 million tokens. Not even, I would say, not even one in 100 million tokens, or not, because there's thousands of tokens you can create a day. Like it's very, very, very rare. But to get to 1 billion, your one sol at 1 billion market cap will be worth $1 each, or 16,818,000 or 102,000x. That's crazy. So this is the potential of this thing, right? Well, that's what we're saying. We want, we're going to blow past 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million. We want to get to 100 million. We're not even on DEX yet, but we're building this long term. So we understand this is where the power is building something long term. You look at the numbers, they're insane. Even at 10 million market cap, it's 168k bag there from a one sol investment. I know, that's insane. But this is what we want to do. We want to build something long term with life-changing money, not burger money. If you want burger money, this is what you do. You get something like this, which looks pretty. It's all dolled up. Okay, it gives you the illusion that something that it's legit, but it's just a wolf it's a wolf in, what is it? It's a sheep in wolf's clothing. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I mean, right? These people are out there to fool you. When they own 60% of the supply, what do you think is going to happen? Right? Don't listen to these people. Just look at the on-chain data and let that tell you, because they'll lie in your face. That we're trying to build something long-term here. We don't worry about this bullshit. This is not going to be around in probably a week. So, this happens on a regular basis, literally every single day of the week. This happens. Every second of the day, literally every 5 seconds, a project is created that will dump. So you have to be very careful. So anyway, that's pretty much it. If you want to see something long-term, legit, long-term, I tell everyone, you know what? come into the Telegram, join our Telegram, and join our Discord. Our Facebook or Twitter and or Telegram are the main ones. And I say to people, you know what, just come in with what you can afford to lose, and just come in and we just put in like even 0.1 of a soul. Really, if we get 1,000 people putting in 0.1 of a soul, we'll get to DEX. Or put in 0.5 of a soul. But whatever you put in, I'm going to be blunt with you now. Don't, you could lose it, because we don't know what happens in the future. And also, don't expect fast returns. Like, just literally just park it and just forget about it for literally 1 year. That's what I'm telling you, because that's what it's going to take to build this thing. I'm not going to tell you, you're going to pull out all this money within, a month. It's not going to happen, right? So that's what I'm telling you. Just put in 0.1 of a soul, just forget about it for a year. Or put in 0.5 of a soul, forget about it. Put 1 soul and just forget about it for a year. And get involved in our community and join our Telegram and join our Twitter, because this is where you're going to get the updates. And also, we need more engagement on our Twitter, on our Twitter and our Telegram. Okay, so this is where it's all going to happen, right? So I can push this as far as I can, but I need your help too. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just come in with 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.5 or just 1 soul and just buy and just hold. That's it. That's all your job. Obviously, I'd like you to get into the Telegram and stuff, and we can have conversations there on a daily basis. We can have the Telegram as a place where we can congregate, and we can talk about our daily lives, or we can talk about your day, that's what our Telegram is going to be for, to build that community. That's what it's for. So it's a platform to build our community. That's what we want. You can also join the Facebook group as well, questions and stuff, and there's a website to check all that out. Okay. Also, for Crypto Expat, I also have a Patreon as well. You can check that out, and this is all the Memecoin calls. You can join the Soul level, which is the lowest level, of $5 a month, just to get your feet wet, right? We've got 100+ members in there as well. So just check it out. But if you want something legit, and to stop this sort of bullshit nonsense that's happening every single day, with Memecoins, is to get into something legit and something long term. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to promise you it's going to happen overnight, because it won't happen overnight. I mean, I did this tweet, and it just illustrates this perfectly. Let's just go to the account here. Where is it? I can't even find the freaking tweet now. Hang on a second. Oh, I haven't posted it yet because I already made the tweet. And actually, you know what? I'll do the post now. Take time. So let's see. I actually made this. All great things take time. Hashtag buddy token. So I'm doing this tweet now. Actually, I already made the thing, and I forgot that I hadn't posted it. Yeah. See, so this is the tweet here. Let me just post it. Let's just keep it to that. I was going to put something else, but I won't. But this just illustrates it perfectly. All great things take time. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. Great things take time. So for this to grow, it's going to take time. So you have to understand that. So that's like the latest tweet, which I did here. So if you're willing to understand that, if you want to build something long term, and it takes time. Anything that has ever built to get to like massively, to have market share, to have anything, to have thousands of customers. Not even if it's crypto, if it's something, anything else. It all takes time to build a business, an offline business. It takes decades to get to a point where they're profitable, or they have like a market share. They're very popular. Sometimes it takes 10 years. So here we're trying to build something long term. We're not going to have to wait that long, but it's still going to take time. In my opinion, this is at least going to take a couple of years. We're going to go through a bear market with this. All right. But I'm still going to be here pushing this every single day, almost every single day. You know, I've got to have a day off every now and again. But this is what I'm talking about. When all these are said and done, when everything's said and done, all these things, all this crap is gone, guess what? We'll still be here, but he'll still be here, and I'll still be promoting this. That is the difference between everything else and this. So this is something long term. Like I said, if you get into something really early, and now is the time to get in early, because I've got the spreadsheet here that just basically shows you what. But if you get in right, we're still at the pre-launch, or the fair launch, we're at 43%, 46%. And I think I showed you this story of this guy that got into Billy. He got into Billy, he put in $10. Now, I like to use Billy as an example because Billy is such a inspiration for dogs, for dog coins, that Billy went to like 190k. So this guy, he came along and he put in $10 at 130 market cap. When Billy was 130 market cap, he put in just $10, and he turned it into 11,000 when Billy went to 190 million or something like that, right? He shared this story in their TG on the Telegram or something like that. I saw it. He turned $10 into 11,000. How did he do that? And that's why it got me thinking about making the spreadsheet. And that was at 130 market cap. Well, this is how he did it. It tells you right here, right? If you put one soul into Buddy, just one soul, which is $150, you turn that into just 1 million market cap. You turn that into 16k. So why did it take him 11k? Because he only put in $10, remember? And it got to 100 million. I think he sold it 150, 190 million. So that's why it took him longer, because he put such a small amount of money in. But that's what I'm saying about this. You don't have to put in one soul if you haven't got one soul. You can put in 0.1 soul, 0.5 soul, or 1 soul, whatever you've got. But if you put in something at this early and just hold, this is what could potentially happen. I mean, look at the market cap now, Billy, of Buddy. It tells you here. See, we're only at 11,000 market cap. There is that. We're at 11,000 market cap. That's how early this is. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put all the links below, all right, for this, which will be this link tree here. Something long term, okay? Might take 12 months. But if you're willing to come in and just plant your flag, you can see, like, the growth has been really slow, but I'm not going to lie, it's been slow, but it's building. See, people are coming in 0.1, just even if you put in 0.1. Obviously, I like to put in more. Okay, see this wallet here? Boom, boom, this is a multiply. This is the marketing wallet. We have a marketing wallet. And I think I put in 0.7 soul there. So you can track all this. I'll keep you guys updated. I've already said this publicly, the marketing wallet, and I've already put this in TG. So the marketing wallet will have 0.7 soul, and we can use this to buy calls. We can use this to buy influencers, small influencers, people that resonate with our. We're not going to just throw money at, these influencers don't give a shit about our project and they just sell immediately. I mean, obviously they're going to get paid for it anyway. They're not going to, but we don't want those type of people. We want people that are interested in our project, in dogs, that love dogs, right? So, so that's the marketing. Well, I put 7.7 soul on it, but you can see that if we get to 1 million market cap, that wallet will be worth 16k. We can use that money for a lot of marketing stuff. If it gets to 5 million, it's worth 84k. Now we've got some serious money to start throwing into building this. And then if it gets to 10 million, it's worth 168k. 0.7, give or take, it probably wouldn't be worth 168k. It'd probably be worth 120k, 130. But that's still, quite a bit of cash to throw in to then build it, to spend some money. on some small influencers that resonate with our project, that will push it. We pay them once, they'll do like a video for us, but then they'll actually invest in themselves, invest it in Buddy themselves, and they'll probably do like a follow-up video, which will just be about the project, which they want to do it because they're invested into it, and then but we don't have to. It's like free advertising. We don't have to pay them anymore. They're just already invested in it, because they're the ones that we really want. We want the ones that want to get into something really, really early, that love the project, that love dogs, and we pay them initially. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But later they'll do follow-up videos for us and continue to do follow-up videos because they're invested in the project. They like it. They know it's long term. They know the dev's not going to cheat on them because I'm the dev, and they know that I'm based. This is my channel here, Crypto Expert. So this is the whole point of it, right? We're here for long term, guys. We're not here for burger money. All right. And you'll see that I do literally live streams every day. So if you're watching this for the first time, please like, comment, anything on this YouTube channel. Like I said, this is going to help push the channel. It's going to help more views. It's going to get more people to see the video, which is then going to push it in the algorithm, which is then going to get more views, which is then going to get more people to look at Buddy, and then which is then going to push Buddy, get more eyes on Buddy, right? So just by liking or comment something so small, which costs you nothing, will help us tremendously. You wouldn't believe, right? So this is one of the channels we use to push it, to get eyeballs on the project. But it's just a matter of time, all right? Just a matter of time before people start to see it. Because this is actually the second channel I built. The first channel I built I lost that channel because I had too much security on it. I lost access to it. But this is my second channel. I've only got 2.2 thousand subscribers, but it's slowly building. So yeah, if you guys want to get into something legit and want something that will build slowly, but will over time, yeah, get involved in this project. You can see, I don't get a lot of views, but you know what, it's still people every day chiming in, saying that I'm here, right? That's what counts. I'm checking in every day, and I'm pushing this every day. And as more people understand that, they can rely on that. There's something that's legit for once, and it's not going to leave them high and dry. Then more people are going to come in and buy, right? Look at this, even 0.05 buy 2 seconds ago. Is that right? Hang on. Let's go and have a look. 1 minute ago, someone bought 0.05. 1 minute ago. That's all it takes. I know it sounds small, but this is, so Andy 254, this is what I'm talking about. Someone that has just seen this video, committed to it, and go, you know what, I'm sick of these fucking rug pulls, excuse my language. I want to get something legit, right? And then the next person comes in and sees it, and then the next person. All of a sudden, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, all of a sudden there's bills. All it takes is one. We're building this literally one person at a time organically. So anyone watching this, I'm telling you, like, this is as organic as it gets. The shout out to all these guys here. 0.1, 0.3, 1 sol, 0.19 sol. You guys hold. Please have a look at the spreadsheet as well. I hope you guys see the bigger picture, and I hope you guys really hold as long as you can. Obviously, I know you can't hold forever, and you want to take your seed money out. But this just goes to show you potentially where you can earn. If you get into something really early, and you hold it, think about those people that got into Billy early. It's crazy. That guy put $10 in, and he pulled out $11K. So you can imagine people that put in $1,000 in. They would have pulled out an obscene amount of money. But it's all possible. Why? Because look at the market cap. It's 171 million from per buddy. But look at the liquidity. It's still 4 million in liquidity. All right? That's why you can sleep on this. That's why I trade Billy. Because I know it's legit. It's like, this is what we're trying to do, right? Look at this dog. It's just a dog. Dog matter is the strongest in crypto. Memecoins. It is the strongest. So that's what we're trying to do, guys. We're trying to build something long term. And, you know, if you want to believe in this cause that that you love dogs, you have a dog yourself. By the way, Buddy is after my dog. I'll update the website soon and I'll put his story on there. We got him from the temple. He's a temple dog. We got him from the temple here in Thailand. It's like different to it's different to like Australia or US. Like they catch these dogs, and you can't have dogs roaming the neighborhood. Well, here in Thailand they do, okay, because there's so many dogs. They call them soy dogs. Okay, soy is like street dogs. The actual soy sunak is like the Thai term. It's like a street dog, right? Soy street sunak dog. So so this is and there's a lot of these dogs that just don't have homes. So what a lot of the dogs do is they kind of like migrate to the temples. So here in Thailand they have, like, you know, in a normal neighborhood, they have like different suburbs. You know, and well, in Thailand they have like they don't call them suburbs, they just call them like villages, kind of like villages. It's not a village. It's a proper suburb. Like, it's like legit. You know, we live in normal houses here. You know, it's pretty modern. Like, we have like 1 gig bandwidth, right? It's modern, right? Trust me. But they just call them village, and then each kind of village is controlled by, not controlled, but has like their own temple or what. This is like the Thai term is what. It's a temple, and the temple is like, because they're Buddhists, and their culture is different. Okay, they're very tolerant society, and anyway, so every village you can imagine, every kind of like suburb has like a temple. So you can imagine there's thousands, literally tens and thousands of temples. Wherever there's a village or a suburb, there's a temple. All right. And in that temple, there's monks, and then, you know, you can go to the temple and do like all sorts of stuff if you want. But they also have dogs there, so they take in dogs, they feed them. There'll be a bunch of dogs that are always at any temple you go to in Thailand. There'll be dogs there. Okay, some of them get looked after, and some of them don't. A lot of them are on the street, and so what we're trying to do is we're trying to have this project where we can, if you love dogs. If you have a dog of your own, you can get involved in this project, and then we can then start to build some market cap. We can start to donate some of this money to help these dogs. Then we can do things like PR things with dogs. We can either go to foundations and donate the money to dogs, and do like videos and stuff to then spread the awareness that we're actually legit project wanting to help dogs. Then we can use that piece of content, repurpose that piece of content, and put it on social media, put it on Twitter, and just spread it everywhere. People to like and share it, that we are a legit project. And the more people understand and realize that we are here long term, and that we are actually have a cause, that's what's going to spread awareness. Because, you know, all this shit that you see on Dex Creator, they'll all be gone, guys. You invest in them, they're all short term. Only a small amount of project will be here long term. We're going to be one of them. So, if you're always one of those people that have never been able to get into a project, or you always seem to miss out on a legit project, or you never seem to get into. You always seem to miss out on the big ones. Well, this is it here, right? This is your moment right now. I can't guarantee where as far as we will go is as far as we push it, as far as I push it, but as far as the community, it's like I'm only one person, But if we get 100 people all engaging, like constantly every day, pushing the project, you're pushing your own bags. You know, it's a biggest amount of leverage you got. You know what I mean? So, like I said here, you know, just look at the spreadsheet. It just tells you everything. 1 million, your 16K bag. 10 million, your bag's worth 100. It's almost life changing. 160K, 168Ks. You know, you can just literally leave your job and just move to a different country and just start doing crypto full time on that. You know, it's not gonna be money forever, but it give you time to build it. Then 50 million, you're at 840,000. This is like life changing money, right? At 100 million, you're at 1.68 million. You know, that's life changing. You know what I'm saying? So the longer you hold your bag, the more your bag will grow. That's what the whole point is. Obviously, take profits, take your seed out along the way. Just pull it out slowly. You know, that's what I tell people. But this is what we have here, and this is a chance to get into something really, really early. And shout out to you guys that have invested in this. Hope you see something long term with this, because I do. And you know, I'm going to push this as far as I can, as long as I can, as long as I'm still basically breathing. I will push this project, literally. And I hope that I'm going to live a while. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, that is our purpose here. Anyway, I hope you found some content, some of this live stream helpful, and just be very careful, guys. Okay, because there's people out there to get your money, and they'll trick you if you're not savvy and know what's happening. Just look at the on-chain stuff, and it'll tell you. Don't listen to these people talk, because they're just mouths that are talking, and they're going to persuade you. If you don't have the knowledge and you don't understand what's going on, you'll go, oh, this is a legit project, I'm going to put some more money into it. And they need you to invest so then they can exit. You'll just exit liquidity to them. They'll lie in your face, and that's just how the game is played. You know what I mean? So don't fall for it, right? So, yeah, check out all the links below. I'll put all the links below to Buddy and the Patreon and everything there to get involved. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, anything. It would be massive, because just by leaving a comment or like, this pushes this video, and then this gets more views, and then this gets more views, gets more video views on Buddy, more people interested, and it's just like a perpetuating thing. But I do these live streams every day, so I'm trying to push the YouTube channel. So you know, just small thing like just liking and commenting goes a long way. Even if you don't invest in Buddy, you might invest in it later. We'll welcome you to come then. But just by liking and subscribing and by commenting goes a massive way. You would not believe how much that does, and that will help us. All right. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.